Now, the collapse of Fluorspar mining spelt doom for mining towns in Kerio Valley and its surrounding areas after the company shut its doors 10 years ago. Hundreds of residents who depended on the company lost their jobs, and with it, the downfall of towns that thrived on supporting the workforce in the mining industry. A decade later, the government, through a private investor, is working to revive mining of the non-metallic mineral. However, despite the economic hopes tied to this revival, unresolved claims of unpaid compensation continue to trouble the local community. NTV's Ruth Sarmwei Chesenge visited Kimwarer and now reports.
The rugged slopes of Kerio Valley at the base of Kimwarer Hills conceal a valuable mineral essential for manufacturing phones and laptop batteries. The abandoned pits are a stark reminder of the economic activity that once brought life to this low-lying valley and exported to the rest of the world before production ceased over a decade ago. The mining of this non-metallic mineral began in 1969 under parastatal. In 1987, the Kenya Fluorspar Company, a private entity, took over operations for 25 years before returning control to the government when market demand for the mineral declined.
Wakati huo tulikuwa tunaleta maziwa kutoka Nyaru, Turesha, hata na mboga, kila kitu ilikuwa inakuja hapa Fluorspar kwa sababu ya biashara.
Maana ukiona hata kama market ya Kimwarer, Kapokpok, kote paka Moskot, siku hizi hakuna kazi.
In December 2025, the government granted a mining and prospecting license to Sofax Fluorspar, which now plans to invest 2.8 billion shillings. The company will conduct open-cast mining across 15 pits situated in Cheburem, Chofs and Kamnaum Hills, covering an area of over 9,070 acres.
So what we pick from here in terms of purity or grade varies from the low of 35% of calcium fluoride to upwards of 50% into the processing plant. There we do the blending from the different pits. The processes there involved are the crushing, which reduces to 3 millimeters, then the milling, which makes it into a powder, then thereafter it's a chemical process where it's a flotation. Thereafter the product is dried to the desired moisture content, and it's prepared for the market.
The dried product will then be transported to Flax to be shipped by train for export. The final product serves as a crucial ingredient in the production of EV batteries, steel and toothpaste, and is also used in pharmaceutical companies to manufacture fluorine gas for refrigerators and air conditioning systems. The bulk of this product is exported, with only 10% reserved for the local market, primarily for use in cement factories.
Whatever we mine here is the ore. Once we process it, we increase the purity or the grade to 97%. And for that particular product, the acid spar, there's no local industry currently that is consuming that.
We have done a mineral value addition policy that we want to subject to the public participation, and we'll also be doing value addition regulations so that we can control this mineral value addition as required by law.
Its revival brings renewed hope of employment for the local community and promises the sharing of royalties in accordance with the 2016 Mining Act.
At the full peak, we'll be employing 400 people directly, and indirectly it will be over 3,000.
The royalty for Fluorspar is 4%. So each time they are going to have a consignment to export, that the government will get 4% of FOB value. Of that royalty is going to be shared among the counties at a percentage of 70 to the national government, 20% to the county government, and 10% to the mining communities.
Tuko na ile skilled labor na hatutaki sote tuende tufanye kazi ya ukulima na wako na ujuzi. Wenye wako na ujuzi waende kazi ile iko na ujuzi. Wenye hawajapata ujuzi wapaki tu kwa jembe, alafu waombe ile kazi kidogo kidogo ile watapata ni sawa.
Despite the optimism surrounding the project, 1,400 families who surrendered their 4,329 parcels of land still have unresolved questions about compensation they never received.
Lakini pesa zilikuja kwa district treasury 1970 mpaka 1986. Pesa zilikuja mara mbili. 600,000 na 3.5, which is about 4.1. We had the DC alikuwa mwenye kusema katika district level na wanasiasa wakati hiyo. Watu wa Kerio walikuwa na lakini walikuwa na ngojea, wakangojea mpaka wakaambiwa kutakuwa shamba.
The youth from this place greatly depend on the livestock. So the challenge that they'll really face is if the company will discharge its waste to the river.
From 1974, when this plant was initially constructed, this facility has stood the test of time as it changed management from government to private entity over the years, thanks to the rich minerals abundant in the Kerio Valley. Now, 10 years after its engines went silent, the new management says it will come back to life in August 2026, and with it, hopes of reviving the economy. Ruth Sarmweche Senge, NTV in Elgeyo Marakwet.